Stop chasing viral trends. Sure, hopping on trends feels like easy cash, but in reality, you're just stuck on a hamster wheel, chasing, not building anything sustainable. My name's Meg, and over the last year, I have generated over $1.2 million in Shopify print-on-demand sales. Now, today alone, I'm already over $2,500 in total sales. But here's the thing, these consistent sales didn't come from chasing trends. In fact, I learned very early on in my print-on-demand career that trends can actually hurt more than they help. Let me walk you through exactly what happened and how you can avoid the same trap that I unfortunately fell into. Let's go back to 2020. When COVID first hit, I created a design that exploded overnight. I went from barely making sales to hitting 10K days regularly. I genuinely thought I'd cracked the print-on-demand code. But here's the thing that nobody ever tells you about virality. It doesn't last. Let me show you my actual Shopify dashboard so that you see how quickly those sales vanished. Within a short period of time, my daily 10K days disappeared completely. So what was I left with at the end of the day? I had a brand with no clear identity, customers that I didn't resonate with, and worst of all, a niche that I wasn't passionate about at all. My motivation plummeted, my sales tanked, and I found myself completely lost and questioning everything. I honestly felt like I had taken 2 steps forward just to take 3 huge steps back. And here's the harsh reality that you need to hear. Pure virality might make quick wins, but long term, it sets you up for failure. You'll end up stuck in a niche that you don't care about, your brand will end up getting diluted, and when the trend inevitably dies, you're left more confused than ever. And you're probably disappointed because your sales have all dried up. But here's the good news. There is a much better solution, a smarter, more sustainable strategy to build your Shopify print-on-demand business, where you can leverage these trends without ever chasing them, creating a machine that consistently captures the attention of your audience. But before we get into that, if you're serious about building a sustainable Shopify print-on-demand brand, then I invite you to join my free school community. It's linked in the description below. You'll get access to over 51 hours of course materials, strategies, and resources to jumpstart your Shopify print-on-demand success. Again, click the link in the description below. We'd love for you to join us. And again, it is completely free. So here's my exact system for leveraging trends for long-term success. The first thing that you want to do is clearly define your niche. Start by picking a niche that you are truly passionate about and genuinely care about. But here's the critical piece. Make sure that your niche has a large enough market. We want to avoid niches that are too specific, as that can limit our growth potential. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that I've seen is people choosing a trend-based niche that they're not passionate about. For example, like jumping into politics around the election season, because of the fact there's a lot of hype during this time. They make these short-term gains, but then lose interest as quickly as the trend begins to fade, aka the election is over. And instead of having a brand that's consistently bringing in sales, they are left with a brand that they really don't care about. The second thing that you need to do in order to use trends for long-term success is develop a clear brand vision. We want to ensure that our brand deeply resonates with our audience's core value and interests. By clearly defining your brand's vision, you're prepared to authentically capitalize on relevant trends when they arise. With a clear brand identity, you know exactly who your customer is and what they would actually want to buy. This is going to help when that trend comes up. Now, the third thing that you can do is then leverage trends strategically. Only integrate trends that naturally align with your core audience and the brand values. We want to avoid forcing trends onto our brand because that can hurt your overall customer experience. Instead, we want to strategically fit in relevant trends into our brand when the opportunity naturally arises. This is where we can truly take advantage and boost our sales. Now, I have a perfect example of a print-on-demand brand that leveraged a trend perfectly. I've talked about them before in one of my videos. The brand is called House of Chingasos. House of Chingasos is a Hispanic cultural inspired print-on-demand brand. And they did an incredible job leveraging a trending topic in the news, which was immigration and deportation in the United States. Without taking any political stance, House of Chingasos created a design that said, "I only look illegal." This resonated deeply with their audience. They strategically aligned their brand that they already had built with something that was trending and relevant to their audience, resulting in skyrocketing sales. While I don't have access to their exact sale figures during this time, I'm confident that this strategic integration of the trend significantly boosted their revenue, just from my experience alone with utilizing trends. Now, if you successfully leverage a trend and sales come flooding in, you will definitely need a print provider that you can rely on. And this brings us to the sponsor of today's video, Printify. Printify is a print-on-demand fulfillment service that is trusted by over 8 million sellers worldwide, myself being one of them. The beauty of Printify is their flexibility. They allow you to choose your print provider based on location, quality, price, and product selection. Printify essentially acts as your middleman, connecting you directly with trusted printing partners. This gives you total control and flexibility over your business. You have control over your customer's experience, your costs, and ultimately your profit margins. I am consistently hunting for the best deal that I can maximize my profit margins, and absolutely no one competes with Printify's pricing. They're simply unmatched in that part of the market. So if you haven't tried Printify yet, click the link in the description below and get started using the code WeScale for 1 month of Printify Premium completely for free. Because the last thing you want when you've been able to utilize a trend effectively and sales come flooding in is a print provider that can't handle that volume. So stop chasing viral trends in the short run. Instead, define and align. Select a niche around your passions and your strengths. Next, create evergreen products that deeply resonate and sell consistently in your niche. And finally, authentically integrate trends. Leverage relevant trends without losing your brand's core identity. This approach isn't just smarter, it is essential for building a long-term sustainable Shopify print-on-demand business. So if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel. It would absolutely mean the world to me. And if you're looking for a completely free Shopify print-on-demand course and resources, then don't forget to check out my free school community that's linked in the description below. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.